All right, welcome back. So families across the country are gathering at the dinner table for Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe if you're out west, a late Thanksgiving lunch. But there may be those family members who bring up politics, and it can make things go awkward pretty fast. Take a look at this headline here from Spectator World that says, quote, "The case against the Thanksgiving dinner fight. Break bread, not relationships." The author says your gatherings don't need a conscience. They need grown-ups, mature enough to value connection rather than mere information. This can get awkward at the Thanksgiving dinner table. My go-to joke as someone born and raised in Miami is normally, "How about them Dolphins?" like if something goes wrong, it's just like turn it to something else.
Absolutely.
You talking politics at the Thanksgiving table?
Well, I try not to. I mean, Thanksgiving is all about, reflecting on love and what happened across the year. I mean, politics is unavoidable, obviously, and we're living in polarized times, but really talking about what's happened in my family members' lives, the latest vacation they've been on, those are the things that I care mostly about, and trying to stay away from your opinion about a conflict or your opinion about a particular candidate.
How do you do it, though?
Well, the Dolphins
you just breathed in early. The Dolphins are against the football, right?
We play golf in my family. All the folks get on the golf course and break bread over that. But I think you do have to start with the family, with what's happening with the kids, what's happening with schooling, and go to that stuff. So
just a little while ago, earlier this month, Chris Steyerwalt had some advices. There's a general divide, not a general divide, but some interesting numbers on basically how the younger generation and their grandparents or parents, per se, are sort of split ideologically, politically. So this was the advice from Chris Steyerwalt earlier this month.
Younger people are more liberal, more left, more democratic than their parents' generation ever was. And unlike their parents' generation, they're not moving rightward. This conflict between these generations is the conflict that the country's trapped in, and this is why we cannot have nice things. So as you get ready to go to Thanksgiving dinner table, what you've got to do is shut up. Don't argue with these people. Don't argue with the people who disagree with you. Love them and stop fighting, because we, Gen X, are just asking you all to please stop. Just enjoy the turkey.
Just enjoy the turkey.
Well, he's absolutely right, because at the end of the day, and this is something my parents have said, my aunts and uncles have said, you are never going to change someone else's mind. It's just not going to happen. You could have a conversation. My dad and his sister both share very different political views. If they talk politics, which I don't think they do that much, they approach it with kid gloves, knowing they're never going to convince the other person.
You're from Tampa, right? So
Orlando.
Orlando. How about them Buccaneers? I guess?
Exactly. Yeah. How about the Magic?
How about the Magic?
But upstate New York roots. So how about them Bills?
Denise, I know this is something close to you.
Funny, you should ask. So I just wrote a book called "Politics for People Who Hate Politics: How to Engage Without Losing Your Friends or Selling Your Soul," and in it, I talk about this because these are the things that I've done wrong in my life. In my relationship, have really suffered because of politics over the course of my career in politics. So 3 things I would just quickly mention is I think you should engage. I actually don't think that sweeping things under the rug, you don't have to bring it up at Thanksgiving, but maybe you engage relationally, which is something everyone up here has talked about. But if something does come up, I wouldn't shy away, because those things just simmer. Second thing I would say is you want to set your intentions from the start of the conversation, maybe the start of the day, that you're going to learn and be curious and have a spirit of humility when you engage in conversations with people that disagree with you. And then I think the third thing, and I really have to work hard at this one, is that we have to speak the truth in love. This comes from the Bible, which is my spiritual foundation. And I think the thing that I would add to that is the harder the truths you speak, the more love you have to speak them with. So, I really believe that politics can be a force for unity in our nation. I truly believe that it can. Because if we grow more conservative as we get older, then we remember what it was like when we weren't as conservative when we were younger. All of us are on different parts of this political spectrum, and we can all relate to being on the outs at any given moment.
And that is in your book that is called?
Politics for People Who Hate Politics.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.